students, and happy summer. I know some of you are probably not ready to see me yet, but others of you maybe are looking for something to spend a little time doing. So I'm going to show you how to play a game that I remember playing in math class periodically in like 7th and 8th grade that I really loved. And then I'll give you a couple that you can try and respond to me with, and then maybe one of these days I'll host a live one and we can kind of compete and race and try to come up with answers. And I'll talk a little bit as well about how you might be able to do this on your own even if you don't have a deck of these cards. So the game is called Krypto, and it's really going to be working on math facts and order of operations. So I'm going to flip the camera so you can see. I've laid out a couple of cards for Krypto. And so the way it goes with Krypto is you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards up on the top and then 1 extra. And so the objective is to use all 5 of these cards to get this answer, okay? So when you're looking at the rules, you need to make sure that you're using every one of these cards, these 5 cards, and you can only use them once, okay? So you could use multiplication or division or addition or subtraction, but putting them together in order to get this answer. And then you want to make sure when you're looking for that answer that you are using correct order of operations, okay? So again, you have to use all of these once and you can only use them once. So what does that mean? I've kind of written an example of how you might solve this. Hold this over so you can see it. So you'll see, if we look at all of the numbers that we're supposed to use, I have a 7, a 6, a 2, a 9, and a 3, okay? So I've used all of the numbers once, and I've used all of them only once, and so we can check my work. Using order of operations, I used some parentheses to make sure I'm doing it in the right order. So 7 minus 6 is 1, times 2, times 9 divided by 3 is 3, okay? 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so I've used all of these once and only once. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you a couple more that you can try to come up with solutions for, which you can post and send back to me. There's more than one way to do it. If we were together, we would actually see that people would be giving a lot of different ways to do the problem. So a challenge would also be to figure out how many different ways that you can solve using these 5 numbers to get this number. So I'll do a couple. The deck itself has some varying levels based on how big the number gets. So I'll do a couple, and I would say if you're doing this along with me, you could just press pause, or you could write down the numbers that you see and then give it a try on your own. And again, I would love for you to post for me anything you've come up with. So I'll do one set, making sure I'm using kind of all of these lower numbers, and then I'll maybe do a challenge set as well. Okay, so for this you want to use 3, 7, 10, 9, 8. You can do them in any order with any operation. You need to use all 5 of them only once to get the answer of 8. So go ahead and pause, and then when you come up with an answer, I'd love for you to post it. Okay, I have another one, and it's going to have a higher number, but 13, 1, 10, 7, and 17, trying to get the answer of 10. So go ahead and pause if you would like to do this one. And then again, share your answers with me. Okay, and I'm going to give you one more, again using some higher numbers, but 18, 4, 5, 11, and 4, trying to get an answer of 10. So students, I would love to see what you're coming up with, what answers you've found. So go ahead and post those for me to see. And again, if you can come up with more than one, all the better. And so I'm assuming a lot of you don't actually have a Krypto deck, but you could keep playing this on your own. You could maybe make your own Krypto deck. or make up your own numbers, or even just using a regular card deck. If you took out the face cards, right, if you took out the ace and the king and the queen and the jack and just use the numbers, you could still do the same thing using those cards. So good luck, and I'd love to see some of the solutions that you came up for the crypto sets that I posted.